Are you about to make the most expensive mistake of your retirement planning? Or is 2026 finally the year the math makes sense for someone who refuses to be a beta tester for Silicon Valley? Does it feel like every time you're ready to trust the technology, the goalposts move again, leaving you with the nagging fear that the moment you sign those papers, a new breakthrough will turn your $60,000 investment into a digital relic? At this stage in life, you've worked too hard to be the last one holding the bag on a dying technology. But to make the right call, we have to look past the headlines and the dealership hype. We need to strip away the emotion and look at the actual engineering roadmaps and the depreciation data sitting on my desk. Because in 2026, the difference between a smart asset and a financial anchor isn't about which brand you buy. It's about understanding a specific technological window that is closing faster than you think. The biggest shadow hanging over every showroom is the promise of solid-state batteries, the supposed miracle tech that doubles range and charges in 10 minutes. It's led many to the logical conclusion that buying today is a fool's errand. But as an experienced observer of industrial cycles, you know the gap between a lab breakthrough and a massive production line is measured in years, not months. While the headlines scream about a 2027 rollout, mass market availability is realistically a turn-of-the-decade event. However, there is one hardware shift that is very real: the plug war. Most manufacturers are finally standardizing on the NACS, or Tesla-style port, this year. If you opt for a model with the older CCS plug, you are accepting a degree of technological friction. It creates a hurdle for future resale value that you must account for in your 10-year math. Once you move past the battery hype, you have to confront the hidden tax on your time: the public charging infrastructure. For a generation that values the efficiency of a 5-minute stop, the prospect of a broken charging network feels like a regression in your quality of life. But here is the dividing line the dealership won't emphasize. If you can't charge at home, the financial logic for 2026 often struggles to hold up. You aren't just paying more for energy, you're paying with your most non-renewable resource: your time. However, for the homeowner who can install a level 2 charger, the 10-year math becomes a golden opportunity. You are trading a lifetime of volatile oil markets for a vehicle that essentially services itself while you sleep. So, should you pull the trigger in 2026? If you are a homeowner who can charge in your own driveway and you plan to keep your next vehicle for 7 to 10 years, 2026 is your green light moment. You are entering the market at a point where liquid battery reliability has peaked. However, if you trade in your vehicle every 3 years, or if you rely entirely on public infrastructure, the smart money says to wait. By choosing a model that has already shifted to the NACS port, you are securing a vehicle with a predictable depreciation profile long after the current headlines have faded. You aren't just buying a car, you are making a calculated bet on engineering maturity. In a world of volatile energy costs, choosing a stable, simplified platform is simply the most logical way to lock in your mobility costs for the next decade.